My name is Casey Bork, out here in Phoenix, Arizona, and at this point I'm going to talk to you about flop shots. And a flop shot is generally used only in extreme circumstances when we need to hit the ball very high in the air, generally to hit over trees, a hazard, water hazard, etc., and stop the ball very quickly. It's generally used only as a last resort. It's a high-risk shot, but nevertheless one that you should have in your bag. The first thing we think about with a flop shot, I've got a lob wedge in my hand. You want to take the most loft that you have in your bag because, again, we want to hit the ball up in the air, high. I've got a 60-degree wedge here, okay? If I hold the club squarely to the target line, this 60-degree wedge is 60 degrees. Now, if I lay the club face a little bit open, okay, as I lay the club more and more open, that 60-degree wedge gains loft. Okay, so the 60 might turn into effectively a 70-degree wedge in doing this. So that's going to get the ball up straighter and come down more softly. Another thing to think about, as we lay the club open, generally we're exposing the sole of the club. We're increasing what we call bounce. Okay, so that leading edge is going to sit a little bit higher off the ground, making it a little more difficult to get that leading edge under the ball, particularly in a tight lie sort of situation. And we'll talk about that more in bunker play. But generally with a flop shot, we need to hit the ball straight up in the air. So we're going to lay that club face open. Okay, I'm going to employ the same sort of setup that I have with pitch shots. Okay, I'm going to have a relatively narrow stance. The ball is in the middle of my feet here. Now, as I lay the club down on the ground, my benchmark for a flop shot is the grooves or the leading edge of this club will point directly at my left toe. Okay? If I want to get crazy and get extreme, I'll lay it open even more, but generally speaking, I'll lay the grooves so that they point at my left toe. With that increased loft, the ball is not going to go as far with X amount of power. So I need to think about that. When I'm hitting a ball 15 yards, I need to swing a certain way. If I want to hit it a little further, I need to give it more power because I've got so much loft here on this club. Okay, so I need to lay the club open, grooves facing my left toe, standard pitching stance. I'm going to take my grip with the club face open, and I need to think that I'm going to need a little more club head speed to hit the ball the same distance with this particular setup. Let's give it a try. If there's anything else in golf you'd like to know about, visit www.caseybork.com.